Welcome to the Château de Lalande, a 16th century chateau in the heart of France. Join us each day of Advent as we get this 19-bedroom home ready for Christmas. We'll be cooking, decorating, and discovering Christmas traditions from all over the world. Welcome to Christmas at Lalande. Today we're going to do something that we have been looking forward to for months, 5-6 months. Back in the summer, around the time that we went to Italy, on our way back, we stopped off in Aix-en-Provence on a very special mission. We went down the rabbit hole into this world of the traditional nativity clay figures that are still handmade to this day in the south of France.
By the same family.
So now we're going to go back in time and you'll see the amazing place where we bought more nativity figures and a few other little surprises for this year.
Behind the scenes tour as well.
Yeah, behind the scenes tour is amazing. And then come and join us again because we will be putting it together here in this room for the whole of Advent. I'm here with Catherine, whose husband's family has been working here for 4 generations.
Yes, hello. So our house was created in 1934 by the grandfather from my husband. He made the fair of sentence in Aix-en-Provence. He was 16 and since then, 87 years now, we are making sentence. And the particularity of our house is that it's always a member of the family making the new sentence each year.
That's incredible.
This is the workshop of the grandfather.
And you have this beautiful bust.
This is Paul Fouque, he made himself. And these are his glasses. He passed away in 2004, but Emmanuel, his grandson, was here with him until since he was very small. So he went to school and did something else, but he came back because he had the feeling and the passion of making the sentence. So we make the first sculpture, and then from that on, we have to make a mold. The mold is going to be made out of plaster, like you see here. This is an accessory. This is called in French oratoire. I have no idea.
An oratory? Yes. Oratory. It's the same word,
exactly.
yes.
Here you have one person. This is a mold, a simple mold, and you just have to put the clay inside.
Yes.
Then you press, either with your hands, either with a press, and you have to put it to dry one day. After one day, we have to clean it. You can see this little rabbit.
Yes.
It's dry. Then you will have to clean. Each sentence is going to be clean hand by hand.
All done by hand?
All done by hand. Then we take a pencil, a wet pencil, and we finish by the wet pencil. Then the sentences are going to go to the kiln. Today it's empty because we've emptied it yesterday. But if you see here, you have 2 pictures. It's going to be full. 1000 degrees Celsius, which is much more in Fahrenheit, 1700, I think, so something like that in Fahrenheit, during 36 hours. Then the sentence is going to come out like that. It's like a tile, very strong. So this is for a simple sentence. Our famous blast of Mistral that you see here, who is a shepherd, and the cape goes in the wind.
Yes.
In the back. Could not come out from a simple mold because you have the cape going there. It gives movement. And our house has been very famous regarding this blast of Mistral, which is called Coup de Mistral. It has a pattern, and in 1952, Paul Fouque created it because he saw someone, a shepherd, in the wind with his cape blowing, and he was bicycling and he was delivering his sentence in the Plaine du Croix, that means in the Camargue, and when the Mistral is blowing, it's very strong.
Yes, the Mistral is the wind for those
it's the wind going down
the strong wind.
Exactly, going down the Vallée du Rhône. That's why we have this beautiful blue sky all the time here. Very cold in the winter also. And this made a change in the art of sentence because he gave movement in the sentence. The art of sentence in Provence, the sentence is more static, bringing gifts to the nativities. And with this model, he could give movement. He sculpted it in clay first, and then he had to cut all the different pieces and make different molds. So we need more molds, and we are going to assemble all the different parts. That's why it's a collection model that we can have in all sizes. You struggle in the life, you bend, but you're still going forward. Okay, this you keep it in all situations of the life. So this is why it's a very famous model. This one is going to come out from the first mold like that.
Yes.
You cannot recognize it, but we are going to assemble all the parts. The head, then all the different parts of the cape, then the hand, etc. And that is going to give the volume of the model and the movement. The sentences are going to be painted in the same way we are putting our clothes on. That means here we are going to paint all the shirt before, and then later on we are going to paint the
waistcoat.
Exactly. And this is going to be made one by one, hand by hand, with a small pencil. You see all the little pencils we have here. So each sentence is handmade 100%.
I love your lavender. That's just Provence straight
Exactly.
away.
This is so each year we make a new sentence.
Yes.
This year we have the theme of lavender. And so we have three different people. We have the lady, we have the donkey, and we have this guy. And the person making the collection of the sentence, each year they wait for the new sentence. So we wait until September, October to show it. Yes, the tradition came from before the 19th century, where we were not allowed to go to church. So people made little saints. And
Is that because of the revolution? That
yes,
exactly.
So they made by themselves at home little saints, they call saints, in order to pray. After the revolution, they could go to church, but this went more popular, and they started to make whatever the sentence and people representing what they have around them. That's why if you go and have a crèche in the Camargue, you will have flamingo and the bulls, etc. If you are here in the back of Provence, more in the fields, then you will have everything about lavender, olive, everything what is around us and what makes us exactly pleasure. And that's how the crèche in Provence is going to get. And just to come back to the little saints, in Provence the name Santon in Provencal language is Loup Santoun. That's why, and Loup Santoun means little saints. People who don't go to church still come and make the crèche for Christmas. This is very important because it's a tradition that you share. Grandparents share it with the grandchild. You take time, you go outside and get some wood and stones, etc. And you make it together. It takes time. And this is the spirit of Christmas, going to Christmas. People that make the crèche for Christmas, when they come in Provence during the summer for vacation, they mostly stop here, and we know our customers, they come from Paris and they come here in Provence and stop and take one or two sentences because to add to crèche we add one or two sentences a year, and that's how you create your history actually. You have an exhibition with a family crèche. It's a permanent exhibition and free.
I don't know about you, Philip, but I literally had goosebumps in there. I found it just so exciting, and the sense of this living tradition continuing.
It's so interesting.
It's wonderful, and to think that each year new santons are added as well. I think I'm going to become quite an addict, but now I want to go through and see their Christmas crèche. This should be something. Oh, look at this with the moss and the craggy rocks. They put the larger santon at the front and the smaller ones at the back, and that way they get perspective. Now, we do not have a very large collection, so at the moment we're getting everything in the same size. It reminds me so much of Christmases with my grandmother, because hers was much smaller. She would put it into the fireplace, which wasn't used, but it was exactly the same idea. There would be different levels, little villagers walking through the village, and then at the heart of it there would be the Holy Family. And she would make it with newspaper as well to get the different levels. And look at all of the pigs! The piggery. And then here, the sheep completely filling the bridge. Going all the way down there. Oh, to the water trough, look. Nothing is random. The sheep are coming here, they're coming here to drink. Ploughing of the field. I mean, it's August, I want to cry because it's so Christmassy. With the Christmas music on as well. It's lovely. the shepherds. And then there is baby Jesus on the floor in the stable. I would have loved to look at this with my grandmother. I think she would have loved this. It's making me quite emotional. Who would have thought that just coming to buy little nativity figures would make me emotional in August? And Jesus may be on the floor, but look, there's a kind Provencal woman bringing a crib for him. The santon maker! Look, there he is making the santons. We're choosing some glorious things for the crèche at Lalande, but I just spotted this, which I had to show you. This is the very first mould ever made by Paul Fouque, the grandfather of Emmanuel, and he made it when he was 12 years old. There are all sorts of different stables to choose from, little houses. Here we have the washerwomen doing the laundry. It's so hard to choose what to add to it this year. This is amazing! We're going to have the best crèche ever. What started last year, already beautiful, it's now turned into a little village, and I think will probably grow more in the future.
Right, Felix, so what's in the bag? What is this one? It's a little separate piece in
Those
here.
are the little flowers that
I love it!
It's adorable.
I've got the
Look at
flowers.
that.
Steph, I think you should unwrap this one.
Really?
Yep.
Yes!
Oh, it's a little hedgehog! And a peacock.
And a peacock. That's Lalande right there. Hedgehog and peacock.
I love it.
Oh, I love this so
Oh,
much.
look at that.
And the thing I love the most is the little Provencal fabric painted onto the curtain in the door.
That's amazing.
Got to put a light in there.
Yeah.
I love this one.
That is
I love it.
gorgeous.
The fountain!
The fountain.
That's so pretty with the glaze on it for the water.
It's like the fountain out the front a little bit.
There's a little bit. Yeah, really Lalande.
Looks like Christmas already.
Yellow tree.
Look at that. What kind of tree is the yellow one? It's got a name.
Mimosa, isn't
I
it?
think so, yeah.
That's an olive tree.
Oh.
Oh, definitely. Ah, little donkey.
Little donkey.
So that's one of this year's ones with the lavender fields.
Ah, look at that. Just collecting the lavender from the fields. You guys went all out this year, didn't you?
We did. We really did. We went crazy.
You basically got a nativity town.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yep.
I love it.
That is lovely. And there's little lace. There's little lace curtains.
This is the posh one.
There's a very posh house with a fountain outside. It's extremely grand.
Especially in comparison to this one.
Well, that's the little one that Madame. Oh, monsieur. This one I fell in love with at the last minute, and I suddenly realised Shepherd's Hut.
Lalande blue shutters.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
got little straw stuff at the back and a little fountain.
Yeah, that was a really important one to get. So that's everything we bought.
That's everything we bought.
Okay, the major question now.
Yep.
Did we buy the right scale?
Yes. I've been wondering about that for months.
But you know, the problem is everything's in the attic, so we've got to go up there now.
All right, let's go get it.
Okay, let's go. We're going to need your light. Boom! Okay, guys.
Into the attic.
Into the attic in the dead of night.
You look rather snuggly.
I know.
I love that. Can I just ask, why do you have about 500 wardrobes up here? Which one takes me to Narnia?
All of them lead to Narnia. Different parts of Narnia.
Yeah.
And this one also leads to the Nativity. French Nativity,
Yes.
Marseille. Actually, the building doesn't look that off, does it? Here is our stable.
It already looks like a little village, by the way.
Does it?
Yeah.
Put this in as well.
Oh, I think it works.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Does that scale
The
work?
doors look very similar.
I mean, it's a barn. It's not a house.
What, door size similar?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start opening these.
Ooh.
Fingers crossed on the figures. I think we nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
Are they bigger?
all the same.
They're bigger.
They are slightly bigger.
We got smaller ones.
But
I think
Villagers in the background, Holy Family in the foreground.
yes.
Of course.
Of course, I've got who would have it another way.
We've got to put them centre stage, haven't we? It's a nice one. See, look.
That's a very similar scale to that one.
They're all
Still a
different,
little
actually.
bit smaller.
Oh, no, they're all the same sort of scale. So I think it fell
Christmas
off.
rabbit!
Yes.
Oh, that's the little man holds that. He's carrying in the wood.
Yeah. Like that.
We have a
Oh,
mage.
we've got an angel. Is it Gabriel?
Gabriel, of course.
Yes, of course it is.
We've only got one angel. It must be Gabriel.
Oh, the posh lady should definitely go.
Posh house.
Yes. It's like a mayor.
Oh, the star of the show, the baby Jesus.
I think he comes out, I think, if I remember
Look, these
correctly.
two can be stuck in the wind together.
Oh, yes.
One
So,
for the
I think
actual
the...
Yeah. Baby donkey. Why are they making the baby do the work?
Yes.
That one can be in the distance.
Distance.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Let's set this up. Look how gorgeous. That's our little field. See the donkey chilling out under the olive tree in the background. She looks a bit like Cinderella.
Okay, just here.
Or maybe the other way around.
Yeah.
The fancy lady there, and that's her maid who's just chilling out.
Finish the cleaning.
Yeah.
And she's about to go in.
Oh.
She won't be happy if she finds her just on the balcony. This woman's just walking out with her soap making. She's going to sell that. Here we've got Mary and Joseph. Jesus hasn't been born yet. So I don't know why the three kings shouldn't be here yet. Guys.
What?
There's no baby to worship.
What are you talking about?
What kings? Yeah, they could actually be on that hill. Yes, I like this. They are on their way.
Philip, could you just lift up this house? And it goes just... Yeah, look at the little lights in the window.
It's so perfect.
I think she's quite in love with him.
Yes, she's just watching, isn't she? And they've been caught in a nasty gust of wind.
Just need to see where the... Oh, there we go. Just put that one back down. Oh.
I love this so much. One of my favourite things is the village square.
Yes, me too.
Elegant couple arriving. Then a man coming. I think he's very, very kind, and he's bringing wood to create a little fire to keep Mary and Joseph warm. And in the background, there's the soap woman and the lavender saleswoman just gossiping. Have you heard the news? Strangers in town. Strangers. This is our second year of the Nativity, and it's going to carry on growing.
Until baby Jesus is born, I think we should have a little hedgehog in the manger.
Yeah, little hedgehog. Just until Christmas Day.
Yeah, just keeping it warm.
Well, I don't know about you two, but I think we've nailed it.
Yeah.
And let's get the others in.
Absolutely
I love it.
love this.
Yeah, I can't wait to show them.
I love it.
I'm going to
I
go
want
and
one
get
myself
mine.
now.
I know, I knew you would.
Yeah.
I knew you'd see it and just
Yeah.
want it.
Oh, I love it.
Fantastic.
See the little village square?
Oh, I love the peacock. Very
Yeah, of
royal.
course.
And a fountain, of course.
The fountain, I think, is one of my favourite things. I just love the way the glaze is done.
Have you found the squirrel?
Don't have us.
I found it between the wrapping.
No!
Wow, this is so beautiful.
I can't believe we had a squirrel. I completely forgot we had a squirrel.
And a
I
hedgehog.
thought we had one.
It is so beautiful.
Jesus isn't born yet. And until then, we have a hedgehog.
Warming up the...
There's not everything that we bought, Steph, because I actually bought you a present behind your back. You want to see?
Of course I want to see.
I've got it. Wait.
Oh, I was with you the whole time.
No, you weren't.
No, it's an easel. Is it Cézanne? Is there someone to go with it?
Maybe.
I think it's Cézanne. It's Daddy.
It reminded me of your
It's Daddy
father.
painting the scene.
Yes.
Hello.
I thought we could put him at the front.
Oh my God. And he can be painting the scene, yeah. On the side.
That's beautiful.
Philip, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Honestly, it's just perfect to have a painter there. This little tiny, tiny paintbrush with a blob of blue on the end. Like every detail.
Oh, I love it.
I love it. I love it. I hope you all love it as much as we do. I think we're just going to
fantastic.
spend quite a long time here tonight
Yeah.
staring at it. But tomorrow we've got a very different advent calendar video planned because Ollie has promised to join me in the kitchen. And that can only mean disaster. So see you tomorrow night. And until then, Merry Advent. Too soon. Merry Advent from Lalande, everyone.
Bye-bye.